Conversations for Self. My name is Simona, and here is where I share my personal experience with healing heartbreak and emotional trauma. Success. Everyone wants happiness, everyone wants success. Happiness and success are both within our own control. It starts with our thoughts and our emotions. What we think about success, what we think and believe about how success is achieved, and what we think and believe about how happiness is achieved. What I always tell my children is whether you believe you can or whether you believe you cannot, you are right. We all come into this world the same way. We're going to all leave this world the same way. In between the begin date and the end date, we have the opportunity to have the same choices. Were some of us born into better circumstances? Yes. Were some of us born into more, wealthy circumstances? Yes. With the incorrect mindset, those good circumstances can turn bad. Though that good wealth can dissipate very quickly. With our thoughts, we control our destiny. God can set all kinds of grand plans for us. But if we do not change our mindset, if we do not turn around and accept the assignment, if we do not do the work that is required, then we would still lose out. Because again, faith without works is dead. I can have all the faith that God is going to bring me prosperity. I have all the faith that God will bring me the desires of my heart. I do have that faith. But I also have to put in the work. Whether that is getting up and doing something to generate income and having faith that God will bless it, or whether that is getting up and deciding to make a mental shift in my thought process and getting up to heal the things that are holding me back. Again, I have to put in the work. I've had to put in the work. God is not FedEx. God is not DHL, UPS, USPS, or a magic genie. None of that. None of that is how it works. It is not how it works. What does work is having faith and believing, but also putting your hand to the plow. God will bless whatever you put your hand to, whatever you put your mind to, and whatever you work diligently in. But again, it goes to the shift of whether you believe you can or whether you believe you cannot. I was told once before that if I really wanted to change my circumstances, I would. And I was so offensed. I was so deeply offensed and just hurt by the fact that I would not, I was told that I was not changing my circumstances because I didn't want it bad enough. In retrospect, that person was right. They were absolutely correct. Because once I wanted it bad enough, once it hurt bad enough, once the shoe got way too tight to fit, I made changes. I made adjustments. And in retrospect, these are changes and adjustments I could have made, should have made along the way. And I have no regrets because everything has been a lesson. And I am thankful for all lessons. There are no regrets. However, there is wisdom and there is understanding that a shift in my mindset would have, possibly could have, placed me in a better position sooner. Again, there are no regrets because the only thing now is that success is just that much more sweet to me. Success and happiness and joy are something that I will not easily at all take for granted because I know the work that had to be put in to be here, to be to this point of happiness and joy, peace, contentment. And I did have to put in work, and it was daily work. I looked in the mirror, did not like what I saw, and I thought about the advice that you are given when you're unemployed. You need to be putting in just as much time and effort to find a new job as you would if you were actually working that job. So that is the effort that I gave, that I within myself decided that I needed to do. Because if I was willing to work 40 hours, again, for someone else's wealth and happiness and contentment, I needed to be able to put those same 40 hours in for myself. So I mentally gave myself the goal of my emotional, mental healing, my fixing whatever was broken inside of myself. I made a commitment for that to be a full-time job, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. And for me, I was so determined that it ended up being all day, every day. I was listening to something. I was reading something. I was practicing the entire time until it became habit, just like anything else in my life. And the people who tell you, oh, well, think happy thoughts, it's not a one-off. Yeah, it's not a once thing. It's something that you have to continuously do and continuously tell yourself. Success, money. I had to get out of the lack mindset, and I also had to unlearn the I'm broke mentality. I had to learn to use different words that shifted my mentality, that shifted my energy, that shifted my thought patterns, that got me to a place where I'm feeling good about money. And the thing about emotional healing the traumas, healing childhood wounds, breaking generational curses, that all again, it's not just your interactions with people. It's not just your relational or familiar relationships. It is also your money. It is also your money, your success, or your lack thereof. So it is all relevant. It is all relevant, and it is all interconnected because your success, your money, your everything is tied into your emotions, your thought patterns, being in tune with your internal instinct, the God on the inside of you speaking to you. So I again advocate for total healing because it does affect every part of your life, every part of your life, including financial. Everything is energy. Everything is Again, it's just the way the universe was created. It's the way the world was created. It's the way we were created. You know, it's energy. It's that motivation. It is that drive. It is that change in thought. It is that everything that goes into waking up in the morning, just touching your heart and being thankful and grateful for another day. That heartbeat, when I touch my heart, that's purpose. I am here another day. And I don't take that for granted, because unfortunately, as we have seen recently, especially in the past 2 years, tomorrow, this evening, this afternoon, the rest of this morning is not promised. Change your mindset today. Change your mindset right now. Right now. Commit to yourself that you are going to do better with your thoughts, with your actions, with your intentions. Because happiness takes intention. Success takes intention. So wherever your mind is, wherever you are mentally, that determines where you're going to go. And that determines how your day is going to go. And that determines your level of success, your level of happiness. Because the only thing that you can control is you. And again, as I always say at the end of all of my videos, and it is very important that you get this, so I'm going to repeat it so that you will learn it firmly and understand it firmly, that true self-love and emotional healing are very necessary for a happy, peaceful, content, successful life.